Hello, hello. How is everyone today? Once again, I'm on my new phone, and my new phone is like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing how good my skin looks on this new phone. It's like, new phone, who this? New phone, who this? New phone, who this? I just put a little concealer in Mochi. This is our Cashmere Complexion Concealer. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Cashmere Complexion Concealer. Little concealer. A little concealer. And my skin looks so good with this new phone. I felt like I hardly have to put any makeup on. It's unbelievable. This new phone is like a filter. It's like the best filter ever. My skin has never looked as good as it looked on this phone. A little video I did last night downstairs in really bad lighting. Concealer, yeah. Concealer. Exactly. Concealer. Just a little concealer is all I need. A little concealer. Wow. But it's actually, with the exception of one pimple right here and a little bit of right here, my skin has actually been pretty good. Although I had a little bit of a neck, when you sweat, when you're exercising, I just get like these exercise. So I hardly even need it. This is just a little bit of the Mochi concealer. I'm shocked. I'm just going to add a little bit more. This is my eyeglass. This is the place where when I watch TV, my eyeglasses, and then sunglasses too, I get that red, a little bit of redness right there. I know what you call that. Eyeglass brim. But I always have to layer a little bit more. Layer a little bit more. Dab, 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 dab. A little dab will do you. I'm going to add since I'm just using concealer, I'm going to add a little bit of concealer in my hollows here. Thanks. I haven't done white in a long time, but I'm getting better. A couple are better than others. Some are better than others. Some are getting better with those dips, but it's still kind of a dip when it comes to doing the dips. But, I'm saving a lot of money. I'm not exposing myself to any, staying home, staying safe. I'm kind of a dip when it comes to doing the dips, but, I'm getting better overall. And, getting better. It takes about 2.5 hours. I started watching Grace and Frankie, I guess late Saturday night. And I was up till started my nails at around 11 and binge watched a bunch of Grace and Frankie, and I think I finished around 1:30 in the morning. Okay, so I actually did some homework ahead of time. I have all these cream shadows, right? The glimmer shadows that I have not used very much. They're very similar to our Glimmer Kiss, a very similar formulation to our Glimmer Kiss lip colors. For one thing, I can tell you, in the book and online, the shades are, here's the new book. Okay, so here's the blue, right? Look at the difference, okay? This purple that looks like a deep purple, it's actually a pale lavender, okay? So they're all lighter, and even though they say they're mattes, even the matte ones have a shimmer, and then the glittery ones are like super shimmery and glittery, okay? So the ones they call mattes still have a shimmer, although they all dry matte, okay? Some cream shadows never really dry. I'm not usually a cream shadow person, but the glimmer shadows I like because they dry, very quickly, and once you put them on, they're on just like the Glimmer Kiss lip colors. But anyway, So I did my research. I put my reading glasses on, and it still was a lot of work to see what color these were at the bottom. Now, if you get them in the box, when you get them, it'll tell you what they are in the box very clearly. But once you take them out of the box, the tiniest. I had to really concentrate plus with reading glasses to be able to figure out which color was which. And so I'm going to play around with them, but I'm going to show what you can do with them once I get to that point. Once I get to that point. So we're going to do a little bit of brow pomade with the little brush that it comes with, and brush and spoolie. And I learned a really cute trick, which is you just, for brows, where you just take a diagonal line and then another diagonal line like that. Okay? And I had never thought about that before. And then you just kind of fill it in as your brows grow in. And since you want the tail to be a little thinner, you just do that. So there's like a better, really good arch. So, so that's pretty cute, right? See the lighting with this phone. Oh my God, I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. Can you hear me okay? Because I notice when I play things back, oh my God, everything's so much louder. It's not even louder than normal. I pity any those of you who are living with people who enjoy me. I know you enjoy me if you're watching me. But I know you have significant others or people in your life or in your household who might not like my voice, because I have been told, well, my whole career, when I'm doing customers in salons, people would be like, I'm so tired of hearing her. Hey, Nina, how are you? People would say, I'm so tired of hearing her voice. Or people would say, oh, I knew you were listening to Marilyn. People say, oh, well, would go over somebody's house and they'd say, oh, we were just watching you this morning. I could hear your voice through my wife's wall, through the wall of my wife's of our bedroom. My wife was listening to you or something. I'm always hearing that when I deliver. Hi, honey. I had to turn the music down.
Oh, it's off. So.
I know, but I'm just saying when it was playing, I had to turn it down because, because I'm on video. We were listening to the Star Wars soundtrack from all the. I was feeling quite geeky. Ready to save the Empire. Ready to kick ass.
We even have a star from Return of the Jedi.
It's right here. The Ewoks, a little Mogwai, and they even have like what was that one song? You said it was the
Ewok Parade.
Ewok Parade song. Yes, a little Ewok. It's the Ewok adventure here every single day. It's the Ewok adventure. Every single day is like a either Gremlins or Ewoks. Gremlins. Da, 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 da. And I can think of the Gremlins song. Da, 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 da. She can be either that sweet gremlin or the evil gremlin, depending on if she was fed after midnight. Oh, but you know what's so funny was, around the time those movies came out, nobody had ever seen. I didn't know a Shih Tzu from a hole in the wall, or a Lhasa Apso, or a pug. I remember when Shar-Peis first came out. They were suddenly in magazines, and I'd rip them out and be like, oh, I love these dogs. They're so wrinkled, all these pushed-in faces and things. Of course, we already had bulldogs. But all of a sudden, when those movies first came out, I think is because somebody, and actually I did read that Gremlins had to do with somebody getting a Shih Tzu puppy. and it was loosely based on that, and how the puppy just terrorized, and so those gremlins look sort of like, so that happened right when all of these dogs from Tibet and China and things were coming into our into the Western world, and we were starting to get infused with this. Because I never saw one. I never, even a French bulldog. I remember cutting out a picture. Some woman had a French bulldog on a fashion runway, and I was in high school. It might have been like 1980, 81. I ripped a picture. It was on a Vogue magazine, and I showed it to my dad. I said, Dad, what kind of dog is this? I've never seen a dog with ears that stick up like this, the face. And he's like, I have no idea what that is. Because before that, dogs were like long, longer faces. But I found, I've always had some sort, ever since I've had some sort of a pushed in face. Okay, so we're going to take, this one's called Tiger's Eye. Oh wait, I forgot to I'll do primer first. Okay, so I had this one, the original primer, and I was almost out. So then I decided to try. This one is the paler blue color, and it helps to brighten the eyes. So I got this one. This is new. So I'm going to do that first. Lay down some, literally like lay down a foundation. Lay down a little eye primer. Now we still talking about concealer. This is primer. That's why every time now when we write on Clopper Road, I'm always saying it's Clopper. All right, so Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is one of our glimmer shadows. And I do the same thing that with the sponge ends that I do with the lips to make it easier to paint on. So I'm going to put this in the crease. Now it does take a minute for this to dry, but once it's dry, it will be in place. Now you could also use these as liners too. Liners. Liner. You could use it as a liner, just like kind of go across. I'm going to line a little under here. Lina. Oh, I can't laugh. I know, because Nina's on here, I'm going to laugh. Oh my God. I'm just going to start laughing. This is so funny with his accents. Now, we were actually, we were doing something where there was this whole thing about if you're from the South, things you want to eat, and everything I read in that was I read with a Southern accent, and it was like collard greens and all this stuff. It was so funny because every time I read another one of these Southern food items, I was thinking it in my Southern accent. So I can go either way. I can do the Southern accent. I can do the New York accent. I can do a bunch of different accents. So this is like a pretty bronzy color. Kind of a deep, kind of like a bronzy, goldy, greenish color. And, yeah. Make this a little rounder. Lina. All right. So I'm going to take this one, which is the pink. All right. Now I just closed it. All right, here it is. Okay. Pink topaz, I think. Pink topaz. Where is it? I can't believe I had it open and then I closed it automatically. And I had it. One is pink sapphire, which is less glittery. Let's just put it that way. Less glittery. One is more glittery than the other. There it is. Okay. Yes, pink topaz is the shimmer. And the pink sapphire is the matte. So that's the difference. They're calling this one the matte, even though it has a little bit of, let's swatch it. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. But it dries. They all dry matte. Like this is already, yep, that's almost right. Okay, so then the pink topaz is the one that has, yeah, look at that. Look at the difference. Okay. So pretty. Look at that. You really see the difference in this photo. Look at, I cannot get over, you could really see the shade difference. Oh my God, went from an iPhone 6S to the 12 Max. I got the maximum amount of phone, the maximum amount of iPhone you can get, and I'm just kind of taking the tip and blending it out. And then kind of blend this out a little bit too. Look at how, I mean, I can't get over the difference in this, in the camera. It has those 3 cameras on the back. And I was so nervous to get it because I was like, well, I don't know which one you're going to, they ask you which one to use, or, but I guess simultaneously, they give you a much better picture, much better picture of the whole thing. Cue the analogy. I'm giving you the big picture here. I'm giving you the big picture. All right, honey? Wow. He can't tune me out. That's the thing that happens with husbands when they start tuning each other out, or tuning the wives out. If not, he'd be learning all about the difference between a glimmer and a shimmer and a liner. Carolina. Now, just so you know, I have a tiger's eye in stock. What else do I have? I have Diamond Dust, which looks like this. If you like these, let me know, because I have quite a few of these in stock. What's this one? The older ones that had the Avon logo has the title on the bottom, and the newer ones, then they came to this look on the box, and then they came to the with the FMG logo. They just changed the boxes, but then they were on the side. So Diamond Dust, and then Fool's Gold. This is really pretty. I'm just going to show you, because I have quite a few of these. The Fool's Gold, look at that. It's like a pure gold. With a glitter and a shimmer. The Diamond Dust, Tiger's Eye, Fool's Gold. What else do I have? Peach Sapphire, which is a little bit different than the pink Sapphire. Peach Sapphire is, it says, okay, here's the difference, okay? Here it looks almost like a burgundy, right? Or a soft mauve. Here's the Peach Sapphire right here. It's like a little warmer than the Fool's Gold. It's just a little warmer, but it's like a little, like if you added a touch of mauve to Fool's Gold, you have the glitter and you have the shimmer. It's really, really gorgeous color. Really gorgeous color. I've got one of these. When you look at it in person, see, it almost looks like a pink nude lip color, almost. But that's really pretty for the lids, okay? Alrighty, now what else do I have? Whoops, I don't want to bump the phone. Sunstone. Now, Sunstone is more like a soft... I had this for a while. Yeah, see, it's more like... There's a lot of creamy colors in these. This is a little cooler. If you were to see it in person, it's a little cooler than the last two. One was very on the more yellowy side. One was that, like, at the yellow plus, you add a touch of mauve. And then this one is a little on the beigeier side. But the darker ones, as you saw, the Tiger's Eye, which is made to look as if it's dark brown in the catalog, is actually like this. And then, see, this is what it looks like blended out. So they're really not heavy commitment shadows. There, you see how easily it is to blend. But see, that's the color of Tiger's Eye in here. If you were to see that, you would think that this was like super dark brown. Where it's really more like this on its own and then blended in. It's like, it's actually like, it's really soft and pretty, you know. All right, now I'm going to take this blue, which is ultramarine, okay. What I like about this, look, smudge free. Smudge free. Dries quickly, no smudge. And I'm going to do a little liner. do a little liner with this blue, which I think is really pretty. Oops, I got a little glob right there. You can have the most control with these. And these also have that little doe foot, but not as sharp an angle as the lip ones, because the lip ones need to be curved for your lips. So I'm taking the point in. I'm not taking it like this. Okay, so you could take it like this, which gives you a broader stroke if you take it from the wide part of the angle, right? But if you take it from the point, it gives you a smaller line, right? Okay, so I'm taking it from the point and then just painting it in here. So it's like a medium blue, but it's got sparkle. It's got a pretty sparkle to it. So I'm just doing that for here, and I'm going to do more of my normal darker stuff up top. But I just thought it'd be pretty to play with these. But I really had to sit with my reading glasses, because at the time, you know, when I got them all, I just unboxed them, and I'm just like so excited in the moment. And what I might end up doing is making labels for them in big letters the way I do for the quad palettes, just to save me time. So I don't feel like I have to sit and be a librarian and do my research. To just to figure out what eyeshadow I'm using. Yeah, I know that I have some customers who really love the soft look, the soft beige, and so you can see there's like a glitter. I can't get over the difference. I mean, if you can see the difference, if I can see this difference, you guys can really see the difference in how the detail of this phone is just like incredible. All right, so I'm going to go back just to this again. This is the what I use on my brows, but I'm going to use this as my liner. Use it as my liner because it's a great angle brush. I'm just going to follow along here. Just do a little cat eye and match it up what I did underneath. And then just draw it in. I think it's pretty cute. See, I can do soft. Everybody's into doing it's almost like this really strong brows, really strong cat eye. Not as many, you know, sometimes it's either a ton of colors for like going out look, but like the everyday is like really soft but really strong cat eye and really strong brows and strong lashes. It's almost like a 60s kind of a look that's come back, which is really fun to see it come back, but sometimes it's like wild to see who is doing it. Because it used to be people who were really into doing those looks with the clothes, or even the gothic kind of looks. And sometimes I'll see it on like somebody just like in like khaki shorts or something, but they'll have like the most way out. At my dentist's office, one of the receptionists, she's got a cat eye that's all the way out to here, like just going out to a nightclub or something, and that's all she has is that look. Oh, she's got the cat eye liner, really strong brows, lashes for days, and nothing else. But it's like so beautifully done. It's like amazing. It's so wild to see. Young 20-something. Gen Z, I'd say, not younger than a millennial, but really well done. So it's fun to see because every time I see her, I get inspired. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to practice. You guys are seeing more details than I'm seeing more detail than I ever saw. I'm like, oh my God, I got to do. And honestly, I'm going out to in. out to in. This little brush is really, I really like the control. And it's a dark brown. They do have various shades of these. So if you're doing it for your brow, you know, a whole bunch of different shades. And if you wanted to have it be a lighter brown liner. You wanted a lighter brown liner. Now we also have these new pots. These are really cool. They have, some of them are liners and some of them are cream shadows. And they look like this and they're big. Look at that. And you would do it the same way I'm doing this, but I like to play around with this because I like the consistency of it. Where is it? Oh, it's by the tattoo station, so it's in the front of the catalog. We've got the tattoo station in the front, because all in the front is all the collabs. The front of the catalogs now are often the collab brands. Okay, here we go. Tattoo Station Brow Pomade. It's in 5 colors. So you can either go, I've got this one, but you've got all these choices. So if you got blonder eyebrows or if you want a softer liner, it can go both ways. You can either go brows or liner, but it's great because it comes in with the little brush. So fun to play with. So fun. Oh, I gotta finish this eye. Just do a little bit more right here. A little there. Send this out a little bit. Tie this in together. There we go. Fun. I haven't even done anything else yet. But here's my little swatches. Look. It doesn't go anywhere. It has this. It's the same formulation of the Glimmer Kisses, and you could use this on your lips too. I mean, but I would have a separate set. You know, I mean, I would do it on my face. You know, but if you wanted, you know, but it's also very similar to the same technology as our matte liquid lips. So they came out with these first. They had the technology to do these first that were just all matte shades. Then they came out with these for the lips. And then you can see it's almost the same. Look at that, okay? And then they formulated it for the eyes. But it's the same technology of the quick dry ability. And never in my wildest dreams could I imagine a cream shadow could do this. I couldn't imagine any shadow could do this, where smudge proof, all that, you know. It boggles my mind. Okay, now here's something I haven't used in a while. It's our jelly stick. You can use this as for lips or cheeks. It's kind of like a built-in. We'll use the other hand. Built-in blush, highlighter, lip color. Just a fun little moisture stick. I just put a little bit up here. It's kind of like a little bit of both. Look at that. I can't get over this camera. I can't. I'm seeing my face and literally seeing my face in a whole new light. I'm seeing my face in a whole new light. Yeah, you have to get over, when you do this all the time, you have to get over any self-consciousness. Because I can honestly say, when I first used to come on and do these, I'd be so nervous and so self-conscious that it would distract me, and I would not be, I couldn't stay in a good mood, because I'd be like, feel like so worried about how this looked, how wide my nose looks right now, my roots are showing, or that this is showing, or my arms look flabby, or that this looks this. You can't. You just have to just keep moving. All right, so I have this eyeshadow. Here's a eyeshadow palette I haven't used in a while, but it's still available. And I'm just just to get a little bit of depth in here, just going to use this as a little bit of contour, a little bronzing. I'm just going from the darker, these to the lighter, just kind of like an all over. So I'm showing a whole bunch of things I haven't used in a long time. If at all. I've been wanting to do this with the cream shadows, but always was kind of nervous to play with it. I think I played with it when I first got them and then put it off. We have had some storms here like you wouldn't believe. Some rainstorms. Storms. Pretty stormy. We've had some rainstorms. Okay, so what else am I missing? Lips. Highlight. Mascara. Okay. So, I'll show the technology with these two. Do I have another one? Yes, I have another one. Okay, so since this is kind of like a pink and white top here. I'm going to try to coordinate. Yeah, this is persistent. Now, the other day I showed tenacious. I'm going to do persistent. Be a little persistent. Now, see, this is what I was talking about. See how there's more of an angle here? Much more of an angle. So that means it's a sharper tip. Let's see, I'm getting off my now where I can just do this. Do this in my sleep. Now, you could just do it like this and just have like a real sharp lip look, which is really cute. You can go a little higher. Create a fuller upper lip. Just slightly around that a little bit more. Pretty. All right, but I'm gonna go to my Sand Opal. Now this also dries quickly. Once it's on, it dries in like really fast. So it also takes time to practice, play with it. I always clean, so it's not super gloppy. It's also what I do with the lip gloss. I'm gonna put a little dab on here so you can see how fast it goes. But this is technology. Sand Opal Glimmer Kiss. Glimmer. It looks like lip gloss, but just like the other. Just like these other ones, once they dry, there it is right here. Once it dries, so it gives a look of shimmery wet lip gloss, but it will dry so quickly and not get on the mask, not be transferable. Non-transfer. I cannot tell you what an innovation that is. How many times even if you're at a family reunion, you kiss your niece or nephews, little baby running around, you kiss them on the head, then they have that big lip mark. Or, it's a mess. Especially if you have cloth mask, So, all right, I'm going to do a little bit of powder. I'm going to do a little bit of highlight powder, which the Big Magic Dust, which is a finishing powder that is kind of like a highlighting powder, I would call it now. Now that they came out with the matte one. Okay, so they've got two different ones. This one has a lock, which when you turn it, it'll come out. There we go. Fun. See, it's all fun for me. It's fun for me, but I mean business. All right, tap. Gets out a little bit more. You don't need a whole lot. Just enough. There, I get a little bit more. It gives me a little bit of shimmer in certain places. Look at that. You really can see. I cannot get over. Can you get over it? I can't get over it. My skin has never looked like this on camera before. It's gonna take me about probably the next 10 videos before I'm like, this is old news. Oh God, it's old news. This is gonna be like, oh my God, can you believe it? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of finishing powder with our pressed powder. Do a little bit of that. Oh, sort of cloud over. Daily rainstorm. Just do a little bit here. A little bit. Yeah. Of course, I have a pimple right where then. Always where the eyeglasses are. Okay. Just a little bit under here. Just to brighten. Okay. All right, maybe I'm looking for, let's do a little bit of, I want a little bit more, a little punch of a highlight. Let me go to Goddess. Should we play a little bit more with this? Let's see what this silver does. No, that's a little too much, that silver. All right, let me go to this gleam. Let me go to one of these pink sapphires. That's what. Yeah. So you could use this as a cream blush too. Cream blush. I'll do the sparkle one too, just for the fun of it. Just because I'm. See, but you know how many times I would try to show you guys the sparkle, and I would have to be like, oh, the lighting had to be like this, had to be like that. But I guess a lot of it has to do with the ability that the camera had of my old thing. Look at that, so pretty. And this will say, don't you take it off, because this is that quick dry formula. You know what this reminds me of? The technology. We used to spend 2 hours waiting for nail polish to dry, and now you can get a quick dry top coat, put it on, and then like maybe 4 minutes you're able to. Now you're not going to do dishes, but you're able to still like get out of the nail place and get in your car and drive home, or even at home you can change your whatever position you're in and not feel like you're going to mess up your nails. This is, to me, it's as liberating of a technology to be able to have your makeup. For one thing, it's portable, okay? Portability. Throw a couple of these in your purse. You got this. You can do your lip, throw some lips, a couple lip colors. If you're wanting to do a deeper red, do the deeper red. Throw a couple of this, do a liner, blue liner. Even like this little thing, portability. You can have like all these. It doesn't take up a lot of space in your makeup bag or your purse. You get a look like you used 100 I feel like I used 100 products, and I only used a few of these cream shadows, and I didn't have to even go to like heavier things, or it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I have to say. This is like the kind of thing that there were years where I'd be like, no, I like what I like. I'm not, but sometimes we have to go outside of our box a little bit and try something new, and say, I want to learn. I want to experiment, and because once you look, see, that's not going in. Well, that one, it's still not dry all the way, but still, this one is. I think the deeper the pigment takes a little longer. Let me just add a little bit more, but probably by the time we get done, it will be dry. But I've noticed, the deeper the pigments take, the deeper the pigment. But that one right there, see, right there, that's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's there. So it's like the technology of a lip stain with the pigmentation of regular makeup that you would find in powdered makeup, infused together in a cream formula so that it would dry quickly. I mean, all right, this is Love at First Lash mascara. Oh, I've totally forgot. I totally forgot. I could have done the cat eye. I'll just sharp. We have these marker pen liners too. I'm just gonna make this a little sharper with a pen liner. While I'm thinking about it, I wanted to do that, and it didn't look quite as sharp as I wanted to look. So you can make a pen. I've noticed lately it repeats. If somebody was watching and you know that person's watching, it'll keep saying it over and over and over again. It's a little Facebook thing, which but yeah. There we go. All right, let me just do this side. I'm going to have a little bit more depth there. I notice it. It's fine for the center. Hey, Marcy, how are you? Use all glimmer shadows in quick dry formulations. Glimmer, shimmer. They've been around for a while, but I just haven't played with them all that often. But can you see the difference? I was just saying last night, the difference of this new phone. Oh my God. Going crazy. Yes, I know. It's like I literally have a whole new face. I'm like, is this my face? Really? Is this my face? I don't even recognize myself. I'll be even more together once I get these roots done and the hair blown out and all that, but just haven't had the time. Look at this, a new, fresh Love at First Lash. It's like false lashes almost. Love, exciting and new. We got talking about gremlins earlier, and I was just remembering my dad's face when I showed him the picture of some of these dogs, and I said, "What are these?" He said, "I've never seen anything like that before." Because we hadn't seen these dogs. I'd never seen a Shih Tzu or Lhasa Apso before, probably before 84, 85 maybe, or pugs. Look at that. You really see the glimmer. You really see the shimmer. The glimmer, the shimmer. It's either every pore or every flaw or everything has to be really, I feel like all those youngins who've been doing makeup on new phones, and no wonder why they're so good, because, yeah, I know, it looks so crisp, and I think the colors looks better too. It's like that's how they get so sharp with their things like flaws, because they're doing it on a better phone. Oh my God, it's like a whole new. Really, it's a whole new world. I feel like what in the world? I'm using a mini. This is actually one of our travel size. I got as a promotion. They're usually as long as the waterproof one, but I've just got this mini. So the brush looks bigger in comparison to the actual wand. So we established that the picture in the catalog of these cream shadows is very much darker than what they really are. So that's important. That's key. So like this blue, this kind of like medium shimmery blue is actually looks like the navy in the catalog. So so that's the important. That's what I like about doing these kinds of videos, is teaching you guys what we have, what it really looks like, what the consistency is, and oh yeah, see, now that's starting to dry now. Sharon, yeah, oh yeah, Sharon's pics look great. Sharon's pics. Looks fantastic. I don't even recognize myself. New phone. New phone, who dis? Oh my god. Yeah, look at this. It's so different. Just fill this in a little bit more here. Every little thing she does is magic. Every little flaw shows up with this. Yeah, just make this a little more here. Okay. Now, depending on how I feel, or if I get this shot, I'm gonna go in about an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna leave to get the booster, and if all goes well, I'll get it, and hopefully I won't have any issue, but I may come on later on, depending on how I feel, because, now I'm just going to go over everything with the waterproof, to talk about the new campaign, but we'll see. After, the first time I had it, my arm was just sore. The second time I had it, I was sick for about 4 days. But, well worth that side effect as opposed to a phone call. So we shall see with the booster. But I can't look at this. If anyone ever told me that they would make makeup that you could just go like that they would have eyeshadows, lip colors, cheek color, any of those things. And then it's even more insurance when you do the makeup setting spray. Now, we actually have a combo deal with the makeup setting spray right now, which is really good. And I'll be talking about that tonight, hopefully. So, anywho, yeah, it's like a whole new. I can't get. What is this face? Whose face is this? Oh. I look like my mom in 1973. It's freaky. In fact, one point, when my hair was really kind of like a golden blonde color, when I was in my 30s, there was this family friend who was an old family friend who had stayed with us briefly in the mid-70s. Later on, in the late 80s, he was staying at my dad's house again. And then he stayed, he ended up helping my dad out and staying there for quite some time. So then when my dad was first in the hospital, I'm like 38 years old, and my hair was like golden blonde color, and I think I was wearing it kind of wavy that day. And I went in the hospital to visit my dad, and this man was there, who was this old family friend. And right away, he said, "Hey, Peggy, how's it going?" He thought, I was like, "No, it's Marilyn." He's like, "Oh my God, you look so much like your mom right now." So, but it was that because that had been her hair color and all that. So, and the resemblance is really uncanny. So it's getting older. So and my mom did her makeup like this. So it's a lot of it. Sometimes when I do like the more darker and all those different shadows, all those different things. But my mom often, because my mom got into, she had always, when she started doing makeup, everything was strong brows. It was a cat eyeliner, just kind of neutral colors on the lids, big lashes, cat eye, and strong, and a little bit of warm, pinky kind of blush, and warm lips. And this was basically her look. So it's so funny how you just never know what you're gonna, how you're gonna turn out and how you're gonna look. And so it's kind of like, really, like, look, right now I'm like looking at an old photo of my mom right now. So it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's something different. It's something different when you can see, when you can see yourself and you see your family. There are times when I do lighter colors. My older sister did the lighter lipstick, went through that phase of doing that lighter lipstick. So when I do the lighter color, I feel like I get her vibe, and then, and it's kind of fun. And, my whole family, always. And when I had the brighter red hair, I looked more like my grandmother who did I used to think she looked like Endora from Bewitched. She had that Endora look. And, so it's like multi-generations of makeup wearers, multi-generations of people who love glamour, have fun with makeup, have fun with colors, and fun with these products, and you can have this kind of fun too, try some of these. Let me know. Like I said, I have a bunch in my personal stock. Some of these are like I said, some of them are just for the packaging from this past year. Some are the brand new packaging, but they're all the same type of formula where it's no creasing, no, it doesn't wear off, no flaking. It's, the shimmer is there. It doesn't go away. I mean, it's like fantastic. I feel like I could talk about this literally all day because it's like amazing to me. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Please share this video with your friends and family. If you're watching it on some of my other platforms, please, hit thumbs up and share and like and all that good stuff. And thanks so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks. Bye.